One.
And we're on.
Hello. Good evening and welcome to David Frost's Wicker's World with Daz Ant, and this is no, don't tell me. I know. I've got this. Is it a play? Is it a film?
It's Friday. It's 5 to 5, and it's your fucked.
This is the rerun because it's only Tuesday, but anyway, it's. Do you know what, Ant? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm sure it isn't actually 5 o'clock where you are, because I think we're on the same timeline, aren't we? But
we are exactly on the same timeline, and I'm on holiday. I'm in Madeira drinking Coral, un vino.
Bloody hell! You are on holiday, aren't you?
I've been pissing out the whole fucking time I've been here, so I'm down. Yeah, just downloading it. So
I'm going to be on holiday with you by proxy.
Excellent.
Cheers.
To my credit, like, look at the size. Like, my head hasn't got bigger. The beer bottles here are fucking tiny. So
you just have to have 4 of them now, and
yeah, but they don't get hot. So it's amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. You can just neck these little chappies, but I haven't got any left, so got a glass of wine for the. We've not done an episode of the Generation X-Men podcast.
No, we haven't for a few weeks, have we? We haven't for a few weeks.
But we picked up a new subscriber. We've got 21 subscribers.
Oh, fab! Cool.
No idea.
Right, let's just try that again, Ant, because I've got a new segment for the podcast. I've called it Asking Vernon. Right.
Asking what?
I've called it Ask Vernon.
Yeah.
Right. I've got this special guest today, so let me show you him. Right.
Oh, the great big ginormous teddy bear. Yes.
That's Vernon. That's Vernon. So let's see what Vernon thinks of our new subscriber, shall we?
Well, let's see.
So say that again, Ant, and say, what do you think Vernon thinks about our new subscriber?
What does Vernon think about our new subscriber? That's brilliant. That is utterly brilliant. Well, I don't think Mr. Beast had this much fun when he was first starting out.
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm enjoying this. I really am, and it's nice to have a special guest on. I'm sure we'll hear from Vernon later as well.
Well, exactly, and he's fat and cuddly, which is how all our guests should be.
Exactly.
Even Rory Sutherland, that bummed us out as the next guest. Well, it wasn't him; it was Anna, his assistant. So I think once Rory discovers that I've bought his books and have been promoting left and right, and this, that, and the other, talking to all my agency friends and going, I can't fucking believe Rory Sutherland, assistant Anna, has like dumped on us from a big height. He'll probably go,
to be fair, Anne,
no. I want to talk to those people. Yeah, especially when he knows who we actually know, and friends of friends of friends and friends, and this. That,
well, I mean, to be fair, he's probably a busy guy, and she's probably only doing what she needs to do in order to, maintain a doable schedule for him. So, But hopefully we'll be able to speak to him at some point, because I'm sure it'd be quite fascinating to listen to.
Yeah. Well, and if I can hook him up with my vape friends,
Yeah.
who knows? He could have free vapes for life. But if only he'd come on our show.
So how's the holiday
Well,
going, Anne?
the holiday is going absolutely spiffingly. We have done fuck all. We've been to Funchal. we're in Madeira for the
Right.
likes of the viewers.
Yeah, another studio location for the podcast. This is
Well, exactly. What is this? The fifth,
something like that. Yeah.
location.
Yeah, another few subscribers, and we'll be worldwide.
Roaming reporter. I could have got some of my Portuguese mates on and had an interview. I didn't think about that. What have I been doing on holiday?
Apart from drinking beer and wine.
Apart from drinking beer and wine, as you know, I've been getting into all this AI nonsense. So I've launched that company, but I've come up, and this is why I actually phoned you earlier, and I thought, well, let's just fucking do a podcast about it. I've come up with another company. I'm in come up with ideas mode.
You're in creative mode.
Well, it's because there's a planetary alignment coming up. All of the planets are lining up, or something like that,
Right.
this week. So if you look up at the sky, you'll have to go down to the seaside to look at it. We're lucky here because we've got nothing. There's fuck all ambient light around here. So we've been watching Mars and Jupiter and Uranus, my anus. Everybody's
How did my anus get up there
in the sky, all lining up, and no. Well, you remember I sent you the link to the Tony Robbins podcast thing, whatever they was doing. I listened to a bit of it and then it got really, really boring. But it must have planted something in my head and it re-triggered all of the NLP and the self-development and motivation stuff. So it's got me on that track this year of let's do stuff. And so I'm all into the AI stuff, but we went out and in Funchal, we found this absolutely amazing Indian restaurant called Chef Guru. Little plug there for my mates from last night. And they did us a massive off-menu spread which was absolutely delicious. And that must have triggered something in my brain. And I went, wow, what a cool idea. And I woke up about 6 o'clock this morning and I went, Vindaloo. Not Vindaloo, but Vindaloo.
Explain.
Been to the loo. So Vindaloo, because I've got bum problems and I really don't like using public services and shit like that. And
no, neither do I. They're never the cleanest, are
they? Getting older, and I'll have a wee, and Audrey will be like, "Right, we're ready to go," and I go, "Oh, hang on, let's just have another bit." And I just thought, "Oh, let me check bindaloo.com. Oh, it's available. Ooh, let's build on that concept." So, like, what I've written sort of a few little notes, and I've sort of looked at it as the what have I written? Bindaloo.com, toilet conditions, YouTube site, and TripAdvisor. Pootastic. The toilet guide for TripAdvisor. So it's that sort of thing, because if you're going out and you are a bit
a little bit squiffy.
Yeah, it's like Well, what have I written? I've written making toilets mainstream. Haha. Because like sometimes, like you'll go into public toilets, and you just go, "Oh, I've had a fantastic meal,"
Make bogs
and now,
great again.
yeah. So I was thinking, like, we could travel around the world reviewing toilets and get paid. You know,
Well,
I
it's
mean,
an
that's
idea, I
sort of.
suppose. So where
I'm
are you going to
just throwing
start?
it out there. So, you know,
Where are you going to start? I mean,
so,
obviously you're starting in Madeira, but where's next on the thing on the
well,
menu?
I was thinking of making a community out of it. That we can't be the only ones. So if we just say, right, we're developing a community and it's called Bindaloo.com.
Hmm. I suppose it could be. I suppose it could be the sort of trip advisor for toilets, couldn't it? You could call it Piss Advisor or something like that. You know.
You could call it Piss Advisor. Yes. I like Bindaloo because it's because like this is what sort of really ruminated with me yesterday.
Mm.
Is we walked into this. Well, we walked past the Indian restaurant and I saw it because it was up above a restaurant we'd been advised to eat at, and I didn't want to have Italian. And I was like, oh, there's an Indian restaurant up there. And it smelled really nice, and the people looked really nice. And it was too early for us to eat, obviously.
Yeah.
And we looped around, and then we're having a glass of Poncha, which is not wine. I would have been nice if I'd kept some of my tangerine punch, which is like tangerine and rum and all other Poncha and Portugal. It's the bomb, mate. It gets you well
Mm.
pissed. And
I'll have to try some.
yeah, honestly, like I'll get you guys out here one of these days. And so we were like sipping out Porsche, and Audrey likes to look through her little diddly dom stuff, and she went,
Mm.
"Oh, that Indian restaurant does tandil or something like that." But it's where you get a little piece of everything. So you get a bit of rice, and then you get a bit of jalfrezi and a bit of this, and you can pick a mix and
All right. So
lovely.
is
And
it
we
a bit
we
like Indian tapas or something like that?
sort of, yeah, like very much like that. And I went, boom, that's where we're going. Because we've been looking for 5 years to find a restaurant in England that
Mm.
does it. And they're like, oh, no, 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 no. And we turned up at this place and really nice manager there called Raj. And only one other couple were in and they were finishing up and then they fucked off. And
Mm.
before they fucked off, I was chatting with them and I went, oh, Audrey's sent, and they recognised that Audrey was Indian as well. So he goes, that's not on the menu. We only do that was a special. That was a wedding that we did for 30 people.
All right.
And I went, oh man, like we've been trying to find somewhere that does this for 5 years. Blah 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 blah. Blah. They went, let me talk to the cooks, and they went, hell yeah, we're well up for that. So we actually got off menu Indian food, a little tandril or whatever it's called,
Mm.
and they brought shit out and did a thing with dry ice and oh my
Cool.
gosh, last night was just an absolute spectacle. Absolute spectacle.
So
That
this is the
food
new
was amazing.
go-to restaurant, is it?
Yep, this is the new
Yeah.
go-to restaurant. So
Fantastic. What's it called again?
I think it's called Chef Guru.
Right.
I'll double check it and put some stuff. Maybe I'll work out the editing nonsense and
Yeah.
put a little picture of the thing because it was amazing. They poured dry ice onto this thing and all the quaffs of smoke going all over everything, all the food and brilliant, really brilliant, really brilliant.
Cool. That sounds really good. It sounds like the holiday's going very well.
Oh,
Sounds like
it's
you're enjoying
shit. It's
yourself.
shit, mate. I don't know why people go on holiday. It's utter crap. We've had, but no, this time it's completely different to the last time we were out here because we've just had nothing but good weather. It's just been sunny and yeah. Finally got warm enough today for me to go in the pool. I've been
Right.
wondering what the pool was for. I finally got in, and it was cold, but yeah,
So,
still,
what generally is the
20.
weather like out in Madeira? Then is it sort of reasonably the same as here, or
No, no, no. Well, okay.
and it's a lot nearer the equator, so I would imagine it's
Temperature today
generally
was
warmer. But
19 degrees Celsius,
right, well, I suppose
and
that's
it's
warmer than it is
been
here at the moment.
yeah, yeah. It's been sort of 17 to 20 degrees since we've been here, and we've had one day of sort of rain. But last year we came in January, and it was warmer. It was in the 20s, but more rain. So less
Right,
rainy now, but colder.
sounds good. Sounds good.
Mm.
It's I've never been to Madeira myself, but it does actually sound quite a nice place. Is it a large place or because
It's
what's
a
the
very
population
little
like?
island.
Is it
It's about the size of ooh, what did Audrey looked up the statistics? I think
it's about the size of Madeira?
it's about yeah it is it's exactly the size of Madeira.
Strange that,
Um,
isn't it?
yeah, but I think it's about a eighth of the size of Ireland.
All right.
If that gives you and only 250,000 people on it, so not that big.
No, seems quite laid back.
It's extremely laid back. It is marvelous, absolutely marvelous, filled with old people, and yeah, not a lot to do,
No,
but that's brilliant if you don't want to do anything, which is what we don't want to do when we go on
no.
holiday.
Well, I
And
must
hopefully,
admit, it sounds kind of up my street because I don't want like nightclubs and sort of um, football hooligans, sort of chucking beer over their head and all that kind of stuff. I've never really been into that kind of thing. I certainly don't want to go on holiday where it goes on. But uh,
no, it's
but yeah,
none of that crap. I mean, we're not that far from Tenerife. We're in that sort of Gran Canaria sort of archipelago thing,
right.
but probably not an archipelago. Just showing how stupid I am. Um, but we're like there's Africa, and you go there's Madeira.
The Canary Islands are quite close, aren't they?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Mm,
So we're far enough away from Africa to stop all the skanky boat people coming. So there
right.
aren't any skanky boat people here. Don't have a lot of welfare nonsense and all the crap in. This is what I like about being here. None of the shit that's going on in England is going on
No,
here in
well,
Madeira, which
it's
is
just getting worse over
good.
here, isn't it? Really, every day you read about some new bullshit that's sort of coming our way, and every time I watch some of the channels, there's always some crap kicking off in Europe somewhere as well. And I'm
Mhm.
just not shocked by any of it anymore. It's I'm almost anticipating it because it's just a matter of time, isn't it? It's
It's uh,
it, if I could get out of the country and go somewhere, then I probably would do. But But the trouble is, there's nowhere really to go, really. I mean,
Madeira.
a lot of all the Madeira, yeah. I mean, that sounds like about the only sort of like place left to go. I mean, all the rich people are buggering off to Dubai and all that, but rather them than me. Um, but yeah, I mean, if it comes to it, I suppose I'll have to stay behind and fight for the country, but I'm certainly not, you know, poncing around defending it for people that shouldn't fucking be here. But anyway, it's I, I shall defend my little plot, and that's about it. And if Starmer wants to sort of, you know, sign us all up for Armageddon, then he can, bloody well go and do it himself.
Well, I can see you standing for government over there in Norfolk, where you're moving to. Once you put some like number one, it's going to be really interesting, and I think you should use our podcast to interview your new neighbours when you move to Norfolk. Once you meet a few people, go,
yeah.
Hello, I'm a co-host of a show. Do you want to
a
be
majorly successful podcast?
Massive, 21 subscribers. I mean, that's like
absolutely. It's going up, isn't it? It's going up. It's going up. Well, regards the move to Norfolk, it's dragging on a little bit, but hopefully it will actually come to fruition, and we'll end up there. But we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, as soon as if we do end up there, and I get myself sorted out and settled and established and that, then hopefully I will meet a few people and find some people to interview so we can have some more guests on.
I mean, I'm sure you will, because you're right up there by the army base, and there's American. It's like a NASA space station launch pad.
Well, there's quite a few RAF bases up that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully there'll be some interesting people around to sort of get chatting to. It's I've always liked Norfolk. It's a really nice place. It seems very calm and peaceful, and when you get up to that kind of neck of the woods in general, the people and the cars and the hustle and bustle seems to sort of start to dissipate, and you think, well, where is everybody? But it's great because in the southeast where we live, it's it's very densely populated, and it's not much fun, really.
Well, I remember doing a bit of stand-up comedy in Norfolk, and the shows never went well there because it was really flat.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. What do you think, Vern?
Yeah, we sent it to Vern.
Let's see what Vernon thinks.
Vernon goes, that was shit. we have to have a whole session featuring Vernon. Because,
I love him. I think he's fantastic.
That's your rescue bear, isn't it? You got him from. You have to introduce Vernon to the audience because they don't know who he is.
No, well, he's a bit shy. He only says the bare essentials, But sorry, had to be done,
yeah, no, absolutely.
So, what do you think of that one, Vern? No, I get the middle finger on that one as well, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm sure he will make an appearance at some point. Once I've talked him into it. I might have to buy him a beer, a beer.
I bet.
Yeah,
You might have to get him out of hibernation.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a bit early for him, I think, but he's a bit bewildered. Sorry.
Oh no!
Sorry.
No.
I'll stop now. I'll stop.
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, he's a fantastic character, and I'm just a big softie. I can't resist a big bear like that, But yeah, I'm sure we'll hear from Vernon again later on.
We'll bear with you for now.
Oh, well done. The simplest humour is just the best, I think. It really is. You can't beat it. It's completely and utterly harmless, and But anyway, yeah.
Bear with us. We'll be back on track soon.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But what are you going to be sort of changing the subject from bears and middle fingers and all that kind of stuff? But when are you actually coming back from Madeira?
Oh, yes. I actually have to come back Thursday. So
right, back to the grindstone then.
A couple of days time. So
yeah. Back to the grindstone.
Well, not really. Just back to England and same old. So
Anyway, changing the subject just slightly, going back to your creative brainwaves. What was this you were telling me about? Something that we can get involved in?
Yeah, this was the Bindaloo thing with you and Paul of having a maybe another YouTube channel or a website where people can basically video toilets around, like it really annoys me. I'm here out in Madeira, and like everyone has just gone and taking pictures of their food. I fucking hate taking pictures of anything, and I don't like my picture being taken or anything like that. And I just thought, God. And I've been to some places where the loos have been absolutely impeccable. I go, God,
yes,
I could really have relaxed if I knew I could actually go. I mean, I've been to some places there wasn't even a fucking toilet seat, and you go,
nah, it's grim, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Where we went to in London the other day, their toilets were impeccably clean. I must admit, they were very, very good. Yeah, you know where I'm talking about? Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you went.
Audrey's birthday restaurant.
Oh, that place. Yeah, that was like Funga de Franga de Ponga, whatever it was called.
Chicken
And there's a lovely place in Ramsgate that they've actually converted beer kegs. They've like cut them up and turned them into the stand-up urinals, which are amazing. Right. So there's like loads of places I would go back to and video and go, look at all of this. So it's almost an homage to toilets, but also don't fucking go to this place if you got body problems or whatever. I don't know. Call me a bit fucking weird, but I mean I videoed myself at about 6 o'clock this morning. And that's why I'm a bit pissed. Well, I'm a bit pissed because I've been drinking. But,
yeah.
But I've been drinking.
You're on holiday, Ant. You're allowed to be.
I am, exactly. And
Bon France and all that.
And I just went, like, all of the Tony Robbins shit is like, play to your strengths and they never say play to your weaknesses. And I just thought, my biggest weakness is I don't know when I need to pee. And I sometimes have to do poo business when I'm out and about. and
that's never fun,
fucking
is it?
hate it. No, it's not. It's not like we're blokes. We're Gen Xers.
Exactly. Yeah. Here's to Gen X.
You know, the
We're civilized.
unloved minority. And I would sort of like a channel, and it might be the Gen X Men podcast becomes the sort of Pooh brothers or the Bindaloo brothers, because people. I mean, I might have a prostate problem or whatever. I haven't got a fucking clue.
Well, we're about the age for it, aren't we? Really?
Like I haven't been. I haven't even registered with a GP since I've been back, and I've been back 11 years. But I don't get sick. But maybe I am. So yeah, But hypocritical saying have a prostate checkup, viewers. But I don't know. Like we've got to do something with the channel because we've got 21 subscribers, but it's not really going anywhere. And unless people like our little jibber jabber today, I don't know.
Well, let's hope so.
We've got to, we've got to G it up, and I think blend it in with other stuff, and I think the Bindaloo thing.
Let's sort of try and put a plan into action, and I mean, it wouldn't take much to actually just have a quick film around whenever we take a Jimmy somewhere, would it? I mean,
that's.
I can see, I can see how it could end up sort of landing us in a little bit of hot water if we're not careful, but if we find an opportune moment and we perhaps find a particularly splendid urinal, then perhaps we can tell the world about it. I'll certainly keep it on the back burner for now, and sort of be mindful to sort of do it, when I'm out and about. So,
well, I think it's more of a sort of a watchdog of, because I've been to some absolutely plum places.
Yeah.
Had a nice meal, dropped 100 quid or more, and then gone and used the facilities in London, and just gone, oh shit, fuck that, oh.
Exactly, yeah. That's right.
And almost not wanted to, never going back there again.
No, that's right.
So
it does put me off.
I mean, okay, London's and Paris are quite different, like old cities where there's not much you can do about the plumbing, but you can do something about the up end of the plumbing.
Yeah, the actual facility at the end of the day.
No locks on the doors and shit on the seat, and it's like, oh, fuck off! Like, no fucking way! Like, this is unacceptable.
I mean, this is supposed to be a civilized country. This is not the, well, I was going to say it isn't some third world shithole, but it's watch the space.
No, England has become. We've just let in the third world, and it's become a fucking cesspit. But it was headed that way since Blair.
Oh, totally.
Did all his shit. So,
what do you think of Blair, Vernon? Sorry, what's that?
He's a cunt. Vernon says Blair's a cunt. Yeah, there you go. I promised I wouldn't.
There you go.
That, but you mentioned Blair, so yeah, there you go, hand in hand. Isn't that his name, Blair the cunt? That's his name.
Something like that. Yeah, I've heard him called that many a time, actually. Yeah. But yeah, it's well, I'm glad we had this chat today because there's certainly some food for thought there on the, for content on the podcast, and perhaps if any of our listeners have got any ideas about what they'd like us to talk about, if they've got any ideas, drop them in the comments. What do you think?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
We need some. Well, we don't need any encouragement. We're still going to chat. We're just going to, and I think this is the format that we're going to do from now on. Like apart from some guests that we're getting in, it's just going to be you and me chatting about shit.
Exactly. And we can sort of drink some beer and talk bollocks, which is what we do best, really, isn't it?
In different
we'll
parts
certainly
of the
drink to
world.
that.
So, but that's the exciting thing. Talk about that. It's like I can send you and Paul off around the world, and I can expense it all because you're going to be in Thailand and Cambodia and whatever. Going, don't go to this place. Look at these toilets. Like that's just a hole in the ground and shit like that. And it'll be like, well. Can only expense you a couple of days, guys, but rest of it's up. Oh, find another toilet. Okay, yep, another day. And I've got to go one up on Mr. Beast.
Absolutely, yeah. I watched a video of his the other day. He was being interviewed by what's that? Stephen Bartlett.
I sent you the link.
I watched it. It was very, very good.
Amazing.
The Diary of a CEO it's a very good podcast, isn't it? I do enjoy watching that. He has some pretty good guests on there, and if you haven't checked it out, do, because it's well worth a watch.
Yeah,
but
we'll get Stephen on the show one of these days when he discovers who we are.
Absolutely. What do you think of that, Vern?
I don't know. What does Vern think of that?
I think Vern likes it.
Vern likes it. Vern likes it.
Absolutely.
But I have to mention, since I know you are a bachelor, an available bachelor for any young ladies that are out watching.
I was going to say, not a bachelor by choice.
There's a lot of stuffing missing from the. Vernon is a male and female name. So just to open up the options for Daryl, but I did notice a lot of stuffing missing from the back of Vernon there.
It's just as well this isn't a family show, isn't it, really?
Every time I have to click, is this made for children? Do I look like Bungle?
Oh, Jeffrey!
Oh, Zippy, you're so... You've got a big knob. My favourite show growing up as a kid was Rainbow, because I just loved Zippy. Zippy was amazing. And they just...
He was great, wasn't he? He was, yeah. I actually used to like Rainbow as well, Zippy and George.
Yeah.
But
oh, Zippy, you're so...
oh, Zippy.
Oh, shut up, you pink puff.
Exactly, yeah.
Fantastic.
They certainly don't. They certainly don't make children's entertainment like that anymore. They really don't.
Well, that's why that's why all the kids are like total puffs these days. They're just, Wow.
Well, it's got a lot to answer for. People don't know whether they're Doris or Morris these days, do they? It's but you know who you are, don't you, Vern? Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he does.
And
he's a big furry cunt.
And as far as me interfering with him, it's nothing but a vicious rumour.
Right. Well, I don't think we've talked about anything of substance.
No, not really today. But beer and bollocks. That's what we've been doing, isn't it? Really talking bollocks and drinking beer. But hey, there you go.
We clocked up another episode. I'll have to see what I can do editing this, or maybe it's your turn to edit this one.
Oh well, yeah. Wait until I've actually got a desk to work from, because at the moment I find all that a bit difficult. But yeah, as soon as I've sort of got myself sorted, I will pick up the mantle of the editing
Fucking excuses. But I'm on holiday, mate.
I know, but you're so much better at it than me, though.
Only because they practice.
Yeah. But like I said to you a little while ago, I will actually pick up the mantle of it and do a little bit more. But yeah, I'm kind of swamped with stuff at the moment. So, but I will get on the case. Yeah, but maybe we should call it a day there, and wish all our viewers and like a pleasant Tuesday afternoon, and say we'll see you all next time.
Yes, all our massive viewers. So.
Excellent. Chin chin. Oh, it's goodbye from me.
Something like that. Yeah. So, well, nice chatting with you, and
Yeah, you too, Ant.
I will hit the pause button.
Cool.
5.
Enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Oh, well, you'll still be on when I hit the pause. We can still have a chat afterwards.
Right.
This is technology, so we can go